Hey, credit heroes! Our guest today has turned passion into purpose and purpose into an amazing business. Rolando Nunez, the founder of New Jersey Credit Repair LLC, is our newest Millionaires Club member. And today we're diving deep into how he's built a huge following and $1 million business in a very short time. So you better stick around.
My name is Daniel Rosen, and welcome to Credit Repair Business Secrets.
Our most successful credit heroes, the ones who make a great living and make a massive impact, they really care about helping people and changing lives. Rolando's journey is incredible. He came here as a Cuban immigrant, and he has built an online following of over 700,000 people. And in just a few years, he's grown a very successful credit repair business and helped thousands of people, especially in the Spanish-speaking community, to turn their credit around and achieve their goals. If you've ever wondered how to create a massive impact while growing your business, this is your chance to learn from one of the best. So please welcome to the podcast, Rolando Nunez. Hey, Rolando, welcome.
Hey, Daniel, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a Credit Repair Cloud user, and congratulations on your Millionaires Club award.
Thank you. I'm so happy and so excited to be here. It's been quite a journey.
I can't wait to hear about it. And I want to know everything, but let's start with where are you right now and where did you grow up?
Well, I'm currently in the state of New Jersey, and
Mhm.
I'm originally from Cuba. I came to the US when in 2012 when I was 17 years old.
Wow. When you were 17, wait, that wasn't very long ago. How old are you now?
I'm 29 right now, so that was in 2012, only 13 years ago, as you can tell by my really strong accent.
Sounds good to me. That is amazing. And tell me about your life coming to the US and what was your life like before credit repair?
Well, as you can tell, it's pretty amazing. The U.S. is a whole different place. I grew up in communist Cuba, so it's a place where we don't have any internet, we don't have any credit, we don't. The financial system over there is basically nothing. So when I came to the U.S., I was fascinated by the credit industry and by everything basically. But as soon as I got here, I went to school. I started going to college. I went to Montclair State University in 2019 here in New Jersey. And as soon as I got to Montclair State, I needed a job, right? I was living on campus and I wanted it to start doing something to be able to pay my books. So I started working as a teller for TD Bank. And over there, I spent probably about 3, 4 years in where I went from being a teller all the way to the credit department
Wow.
as a dispute and resolution specialist. So over there, I kind of learned everything about credit. You've been in the corporate banking side; it's pretty boring. You're in a cubicle 24 hours a day, and it wasn't for me. So I moved to another bank called PNC Bank. I was a business banker there, and as soon as I got there, I knew I needed to do something. So I started looking to businesses that I could start, and I stumbled into Credit Repair Cloud. And then I was like, it was like something happened. I was like, I know everything about credit. I could definitely see this thing happening. And Credit Repair Cloud kind of gave me the start, and here we are. It's been quite something.
That's so cool. And a millionaire before 30. That's really incredible. Starting a business, it's a big undertaking. How did you manage, to go from a full-time job to launching your own business? Was there overlap?
When I tell you, Daniel, that it was meant to be, it really was. So remember, this is happening. This is happening in October 2019. Months
Hmm.
after that, the COVID-19 pandemic hit. So I was working at PNC Bank, and they shut down. As you know, I'm here in Jersey, very close to New York City, so it was really bad. And when everything started to happen, the bank took a way of doing business that was different. They started to shut down 15 days for. They divided us into two cohorts: people that were working for 15 days and then off for 15 days. That kind of gave me the time that I needed to start the 15 days off, and it also gave me no choice because you couldn't go out. It was a curfew, so I was working 24/7 on my credit business, and on top of that, everyone was really affected. Remember, people were out of work. They didn't know how to pay their credit cards. Everyone went straight to social media. So that's how I kind of found my niche.
That's amazing timing for you. Um, so let's talk about that first 6 months to a year that you were in business, which is normally the most difficult time for a lot of new business owners. What were the challenges you faced during that first year of business and how'd you overcome them?
I think initially what happened is, you start your business plan, you go into Credit Repair Cloud, you learn everything that Credit Repair Cloud can teach you about credit repair. I ordered your book, read the book in like 2 days. Then I went set up my Credit Repair Cloud account, did everything, right? But then I was thinking about how to promote my business. And I try to go with since Hispanics in my community, they go and read a lot of newspapers and all that. I kind of went to the newspapers first. So I spent my whole budget in there, but then the pandemic happened. Nobody was out there reading the newspapers anymore. So I was out of budget and I was forced to kind of switch the way I was doing things. I never have done videos before. I never, produced content for social media. So I was kind of out of options. I I said, you know what, we have to do what we have to do. Pulled out my phone and I committed to do a video at least once a day. And honestly, for the first 6 months, the videos were really bad and nobody saw them. Like only my mom probably. And probably she didn't even like them. But if you keep going, eventually you start getting some interest and some traction. And then eventually I switched to Spanish. I realized that there was a lot of content about credit repair in English, but none in Spanish. It was really hard to find an agency that can help people fully in Spanish. And credit repair can be very challenging for Spanish speaking clients because the bureaus do not have support in Spanish. So that was something that kicked in me, and I was like, what if I start sharing all this in my native language? And people, I can tell you, it was probably the first 3 videos I posted on TikTok, they exploded. In like 3 days, I had 10,000 followers. Business was pouring out the windows, and I had to hire people. It was crazy, but it was really a blessing.
That's amazing. And how many clients do you have today?
Today, I have around 1,500 clients.
That is incredible. Congratulations. This all happened pretty fast. Were there any times where you doubted yourself or felt overwhelmed?
Well, definitely. So what happens with this business is that if you do it right and if you have the right tools, you can scale it pretty fast. People wouldn't believe it, but you actually can. And when business started pouring from everywhere in social media, the volume was really an issue, right? We didn't have the right staff, we didn't have the right systems to be able to do that. So I remember I would come from the bank to work. I had like an old printer, I still have it in here, and I would print all my letters and then go to the bank to the post office during my lunch at the bank. And I remember that there was some point in where we have so much business that the people at the postal office were like, you can't just show up in here with all these letters. So that kind of forces us to kind of look for alternatives. That's how we uncover that you can actually mail things online. Back then, Credit Repair Cloud still didn't have that option, so we had to go to like a different company and go to automations, and we had to hire people, outsource the work. It was really a learning curve, but thank God we knew we had something going, and we only had to figure out how to handle it better.
That's amazing. I love it. What advice would you give to somebody who's actually has started a credit repair business, but they're thinking, I'm too new or I can't do this?
Listen, my main advice is just focus on helping people. I know it sounds cliche. I know people want to spell, they want like the trick that will make them grow faster. But the reality is, in this industry, if you focus on helping people and educating people, if you do it for long enough, people will start recognizing you as an authority in the topic. And that will bring you clients no matter what. You will never have to go hungry because you don't have no clients. You just have to focus on producing content and making sure that your content is useful. And of course, you gotta make sure that you're helping, right? In this industry, if you're not honest, you can do a lot of damage to people. So there is an incredible need for good, honest credit repair advice out there. And this industry tend to there's a lot of people giving advice that is not quite accurate for the sake of getting attention. So if you're actually good, provide good advice, it will make the difference, and people will know it.
That is really good advice right there. I love it.
Thank you.
And then once you started to grow the business and you started to have a few team members, how did you start to scale it bigger?
So it was really a challenge. I mean, the HR part of a business is, in my opinion, one of the most challenging parts. So
Hmm.
you have to build a team, you have to train your people properly, and then eventually you realize that since you have to train more people, you have to build systems around your company that will help train these people better, make sure that you manage them better, that you keep the team going. So I believe that the biggest challenge was the HR part, building a team. Especially, we are still fully online. We don't have any open offices until this day. And for us, we invested so much into having the systems to be able to scale online that it's been our biggest asset. Honestly, we have people, talent from all over the world that's able to help, and incredibly important to the company.
I love it. How big is your team today?
Right now, we have about 20 employees.
Wow, that
Yes.
is amazing. What's your advice for growing and scaling a team?
Right now, the best advice I can give you when it comes to scaling a team is make sure you hire good people, not always the cheapest person that you can find, but the most qualified person, and someone that has some compromise within your company. And also make sure that your company not only reflects your dreams, but also their dreams. Make sure that you create an environment in the company that will allow people to grow, right? They have families too, they have dreams too. If you want to keep your people, if you want them to produce, to be able to sell, to come to work and have good results, you have to invest on them, and you have to create an environment that is competitive, is good, and it allows them to grow. If not, people will just leave you, and you can't be mad at them for doing that. They have their own goals. So in my company, we're very proud. We have people that have been working with us for 3 years, 4 years. So we are very proud of being a great place for people to be able to provide for their families.
Can you share one of your most impactful success stories of a client whose life was changed by your service?
Well, we have many of them, and I think that's the most rewarding part of this business. I had this client that was about to start the process of purchasing a house, and something has happened with their credit, in where a collection that was not their collection showed up in the credit at the last minute.
Oh,
And
no.
it was bad. And when you're a Latino and you come to this country, one of the biggest dreams, the biggest, the sign to be able to get your American dream is to purchase a home. So it's
Sure.
really bad when you're about to make that happen and something happens with your credit at the last minute, and you see that kind of going away from you. So he came to us. It was something actually special. We were able to get that collection out of the report in record time. And you know that sometimes that can be challenging. There are many collections that will take a long time to get removed from the credit, even when they're not verifiable. Sometimes the credit bureaus can get pretty hefty with them. So we were able to remove it. He was able to get the house, and like that, we have multiple stories. I can tell you, during the summer in New Jersey, I have many invitations to many barbecues because I have helped a lot of people get their homes.
Okay, I want to talk about the Millionaires Club because this is a huge achievement. This is a huge milestone for you. So, again, congratulations on making it into the Millionaires Club. That means you've made $1 million doing credit repair, and that is a huge deal. How long did it take you to get there?
Well, this year we actually have made $2 million.
Whoa!
It's been awesome. Honestly, since we started the business, we always dreamed to be able to make it. And I mean, we knew it took me about 4 years and a half. It was exactly what we expected. So we just set clear goals, and we just made sure that we stay consistent and perform and do what we said we're going to do. And honestly, clients are very happy. We have a really good reputation online, which is something very important for us. And honestly, there is nothing better than to be able to achieve your financial goals and also help your people.
Awesome. And how has Credit Repair Cloud software helped you to make those millions of dollars?
Oh, Credit Repair Cloud has been everything, man. when I started, it kind of solved all my questions. I mean, I love the fact that when I stumbled into Credit Repair Cloud, you're able to see not only what the credit repair business is about, but it does a pretty good job kind of helping you picture what you can actually do. It has the calculation of how many clients, how much you can make. It gives you the support of making sure you're in compliance with all the rules and regulations on your state. It makes sure that you have the support, which is actually rare in other companies. It takes a minute to get help, especially when there's an online company. We love that from Credit Repair Cloud. From the whole team, we never had a negative experience in many years, and believe me, we have worked a lot. And hey, given there's been ups and downs, for the platform, but honestly, so far so good. I remember when you guys launched Credit Repair Cloud 2.0, it changed the
Hmm.
whole game. It kind of included everything that we were waiting for, and it just made the business better. I mean, it couldn't be better because it was really user friendly when we got it for the first time. I mean, for me, that I knew a lot about credit, what I needed the most was a system that will allow me as a small business to have the capabilities of a larger business, right? You want to appear trustworthy in front of your clients. And it's very hard to do that if you don't have the right tools. So Credit Repair Cloud does a really good job of doing that. And honestly, it's been with us all the way. It's been every step of the way with us, providing everything that we need. Now with the new changes, we already took everything that we need to do, and man, we are excited about the future.
I'm excited for you. This is amazing. I love hearing this.
Thanks.
I want to talk some more about marketing because you're doing some really, really clever things. Are you running any paid ads or is it just all
Not at
social
all.
media?
So all social
Wow.
media, we did run some ads throughout this year, but was not for credit repair. It was for another products and services. But honestly, social media, people don't understand how powerful social media is when you really put your mind into it and your time. It requires a lot of time, a lot of effort, but it can change the whole game.
And you're really good at it. And it shows because you have a lot of followers. You have more than 700,000 followers across all your accounts. What kind of role does social media play in attracting new clients? I noticed most of your content is in Spanish. How much time do you spend each week or each day on creating social media content?
So right now we do most of our marketing is in fact through social media and then customer referrals, right? But in social media, like I said, we don't have any offices open to the public. So I work out of a studio. I actually built a studio, and we were able to produce social media in a more professional manner. But at the beginning, I used to just do it from my phone. Then I used to do it from the back of my parents' house, and then I decided that I needed a studio, so I actually bought the studio and built everything and hired some people to help me. But right now, we currently place about 350 pieces of content a month out there.
Wow.
That's mainly TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And honestly, it's been a game changer for us. We created a community, and we have used that community to not only do credit repair, but also we have a small in Spanish platform that helps people to learn about credit and finances. And in that platform, we also offer credit repair services, so it helps a lot everyone. So we created a whole network of professionals of real estate, accountants, that people can go into that platform, learn about that, and if they need credit repair services, they can obtain our services through there too. So we have promoted all these through social media, and it's been insanely profitable and insanely good. I mean, the amount of free content that we put out there is great. We even do in-person events.
Wow.
Yes,
That's so
bro.
cool.
Less than a month ago, we do one main event a year, and we just sold a 400 people event in Miami last month, and we didn't even have to spend $1 in advertisement.
And was this for your Truth Finance
Yes,
Academy?
yes, and we had a whole section about credit repair and how that can help our community.
Very, very, very cool. Yeah, I saw that and I
Yeah.
wondered what it was. So you've got other professionals also teaching about buying a house and all those types of
I mean,
things.
as you know, at least in the Hispanic community, nobody wakes up in the morning and goes, "Oh, I need to repair my credit." They go, "I need to buy a house, but my credit doesn't let me. I need to buy a car, but my credit doesn't let me." So we thought that if we get professionals that can help people to learn how to purchase a car, how to purchase a house, how to start their business, how to scale their business, we can create a platform in Spanish in where they can go see courses that are online and interact with them and also learn about credit repair. And now we use this platform and we do in-person events throughout the United States, but mainly once a year we go to Florida and we do a big event. And it's been insanely great. We have a huge community. People stop me in the streets now. It's a little bit weird, but it's awesome.
That's incredible. Now, I want to circle back to the content because you're creating so much. Is this now your full time job, creating content every day?
It's been my full-time job for about 2 years and a half, 3 years almost. However, part of my day, I mean, most of my day is not creating content. We have a thank God we have a huge team now, and so I come in on Tuesdays. I'm still the one that writes the scripts for my videos. So I will spend probably a day and a half writing the scripts. I'll write all the scripts. Then we'll come in next day. We'll record all the videos in one shoot, and then my team will basically produce them and edit them and post them and take care of everything else, that all the funnels and everything else that we use to be able to get clients.
Very cool. Now, with so much content to create, how do you pick your topics?
Well, the reality is, once you put content out there, if you pay attention, people will tell you what they want to hear, right? It's like in any business. You listen to your clients. People will tell you where you're right and people will tell you where you're wrong. So for the Hispanic community, the English barrier, it's really something that is hard to overcome. And it's also not only the language, is that we come from different backgrounds in where we have very different systems. So when we come to the US, the part of understanding finances and especially credit can be something very challenging that many people do not understand. And actually, you'll be surprised, in the Hispanic community, a lot of people spend their whole lives not really understanding credit. So when you talk about these things, it really opens their eyes, and you will be surprised how many people will start asking questions that they never thought they needed to ask before. I mean, when you have too much information out there, but you can't understand it, or you don't understand nothing about it, it's really hard to find the right answer because you don't have the right question. So producing content in Spanish has been great for my community and for us. And you just have to listen to people, right? What do people need to know? Listen to them and make sure that you can produce content that answer their questions in the most simple manner. I always think about my mom. If I'm trying to explain something, if she can understand it, then probably is a good piece of content. Right now we talk about a little bit of everything. I mean, credit repair is still the main side. People know us in the Spanish community as Mr. Credit. So people will stop me in the streets, hey, Mr. Credit, and they will ask me credit questions, which I'm always happy to answer. But we talk about insurance. We opened, aside from credit repair, now we do life insurance and we do our platform. So in the platform, we talk about fix and flip. We talk about real estate, how to start and scale businesses, how to be able to make sure that you're running your businesses financially responsible. We talk about all kinds of stuff, everything that has to do with business and personal finance. You probably could find it, and it's 100% Spanish. So most of our content is in Spanish, and most of our resources are in Spanish. However, we do have some English-speaking clients too.
Awesome. How important are client testimonials and referrals for your business?
It's very important. Honestly, we focus on that a lot, and referrals have been a significant part of our business. Honestly, I believe as a business owner that if you're doing a good job, a big indicator of that is that you're getting a lot of referrals. So there is a lot of people in credit repair, but there is a lot of clients that need the service. Many, many more than there is companies out there to help them. So if you do a good job, people will start referring you, and they will offer you testimonials. They will tell their friends, they will tell their family members. Referrals and being able to show our community the testimonials of the people that we have helped is being very important for us.
Let's talk about credit repair. Of all the credit repair strategies you've learned, what's one that's been a total game changer?
I think that the first thing that you need to do in the credit repair business to be able to be successful is to create the correct expectation for the client, right? It's usually that when we started, the biggest errors and the biggest mistakes were because we didn't know how to create a frame, the correct expectation about credit repair. That seems to be some sort of mystery for the Hispanic community sometimes. So we want to make sure that we explain them how the process actually works. It's not secret. It's just a process, and we have to go through it. And there are ups and downs. And the more you can get your client to understand the process, the simpler it's going to be for you to help them. Because if the client doesn't understand the process, then sometimes credit bureaus and collection agencies can make it really hard and really long, and they are counting in your client giving up on you. So you want to
Sure.
make sure that you have a lot of content, a lot of follow-ups, that you are able to create that relationship with the client, in where the client feels that, whether the process is hard or easy, you got me, right? So I'm going through this process with you, and I'm explaining you what's going on every step of the way. If you're able to create that, I have found that using Metro 2 strategies help worked a lot. And granted, sometimes it makes a lot more sense to settle something and ask for a pay for delete. That has to do with the relationship that you create with the client, right? If during that first consultation we're able to assess what the problem is, and we're able to explain that problem to you in a fashion that you understand, and then we'll get you to commit to taking the actions that you need to take, and then we follow up in our word. Usually that is the formula for success.
I love it. What's a common misconception people have about credit repair that you wish you could correct?
that you can do it fast, and that you don't have to pay any debt. So for some reason, there is a lot of people that will come to you and will say, "Hey, I have $100,000 in debt. I want you to send 3 letters and delete all the debt for in 2 months." Right? Unfortunately, I wish it was that easy, but it's not. So that is the biggest misconception. It takes a lot to educate the clients. Back in the days, not anymore, because I think we, as an industry, we have improved exponentially. But back in the days, you will see a lot of marketing like that. I will send 3 letters and delete everything. And honestly, it doesn't work that way. It's a bad strategy. And that is the biggest misconception, that you can delete decades of credit mismanagement by just sending 3 letters in 2 months.
Sure. Hey, on your website, you mentioned credit building strategies as one of your services. What kind of products do you recommend to your clients?
Well, as if you want the credit score to go up, it's just not enough to delete what's bad on the credit. You have to actually increase the amount of positive information in your credits, in the reports. First thing, you'll be surprised how many people in my community have no idea on how to use their credit cards properly. We actually have courses that will help them understand how to use the credit cards properly, that will help them understand what are the credit products out there and how to use them correctly. And also, we help them report their rent payments to the credit reports. We help them establish some uh, trade lines in their credit with the help of their family members. All these myths that you have a family member that doesn't want to help you because he thinks that if they add you to their car for some reason, it's gonna mess up their credit. So we kind of help them cross a lot of those information lab gaps that are stopping them from taking the proper action. And when you educate the client the right way and you give them the tools, honestly, it becomes pretty easy.
Are you recommending them to credit builder cards?
We do help them with credit builder cards. There are some fintech products that can
Hmm.
also help them. Sometimes secure loans can also be a help. We do a lot of authorized accounts. If you have a family member that can help you, it will really improve your credit. And there is a credit cards like, for example, built credit card that can help you pay the rent and report those rents to your credit reports. There is a bunch of strategies, and in our platform we have a hub in where you can learn about all these things. We in our channels we actually have a series that will review bank by bank, and it will tell you how to understand the credit cards and how to understand their their benefits. And I think all that information really puts the client in a different mindset. Because remember, credit repair is just a step, right? After credit repair is what matters. We want the client to understand how credit works, especially the Hispanic client that doesn't have all the information available to them. And we want to make sure that they know going on what to do with moving on what to do with the credit. Because this is something that you're going to take with you your whole life. So my job, I consider to be successful, the credit repair to be successful when you actually educate the client and the client knows independently what's bad for their credit and what's not good.
Speaking of the credit building products and other things that you refer clients to, what are the most popular? What specific brands?
Well, lately people love the built credit card. It's been revolutionizing the industry. Everyone loves it. It's not a travel card, but people open it. They get points by paying the rent with the card with no penalties, and now you can use those points to travel. So that has been great for our clients. And also we have something like Rental Karma that can help you, report most of the payments on your rent to your credit bureaus. So with that increase on positive information, you can really change positively your credit.
Awesome. I'm fascinated by the credit building products. What percentage of your clients would you say need these products?
I'll say, I mean, when we clear the credit reports, a big percentage, probably 65% of the clients need these products, and a lot of them will actually, we will recommend to them. Usually, the cost of these products is very low. You just have to know how to use them properly. So yeah, a big percentage.
And can there be money made for your company with
Course,
this?
yes, yes. I mean, we have many of these products in where we get commissions. We'll let the clients know. I mean, there is a one of the great things about credit repair is that you can help people with your service, but there is also many opportunities for you to be able to help them. Put more positive information in the reports and also make money. I mean, we make significant amount of money in referrals from credit monitoring services to all kinds of services that will help the client improve their scores.
What's one piece of advice that you'd give to someone who wants to start their own credit repair business?
I actually this morning I was talking to someone that wants to start a business, and they called me and they were afraid that you have a company, so you're not gonna tell me how to start. I'm like, no, 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 no. The opposite. I actually have helped people start credit repair companies right next to me, because there is so many people that need help, that believe me, we have space for everybody. If you want to help people, if you have a passion about that and you are an honest person that really want to put the work in, credit repair, it can be a life-changing industry for you. So just start, go to Credit Repair Cloud, learn about it, and in like a week you can have your company running.
I love it. Okay, I want to switch gears now, and I want to ask you a few rapid questions and answer with the very first thing that pops into your head, okay?
All right.
What is your business superpower?
We are masters at teaching.
What's your business kryptonite, meaning the area that you've had to work the hardest to improve?
uh, we need to get better at educating the Latino community.
What does business ownership mean to you?
It's my life. Business ownership is freedom.
What drives and motivates you?
My family.
What's your definition of success?
When you're able to make money and provide safety for your family doing what you love.
And if you could go back in time and tell yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
Start sooner.
And do you have any other advice for someone just starting out with a credit repair business?
Yes, again, start, make sure that you're consistent. The key in this business is to be consistent. Everyone wants the shiny things, but I promise you, in credit repair, if you start soon and you remain on the side of your clients, you follow the laws, and you really focus yourself on helping people, in matter of 2 3 years, you can just change your family's life and yourself.
That's great advice. What's next for you? What's the next big goal?
Oh, we don't have no limits. We want to help more people. The next goal is we want to make sure that we hit those 2,000 clients. We want to increase the amount of users in our platform. And just we have a lot of Latinos and a lot of Hispanics that need to hear our message. And I think we can help our community to just get better at credit and personal finances and business.
And how can people find your products and reach out to you?
They just have to Google or go to Mr. Credit. They go and Google Mr. Credit. I'll pop up in there, and I'll probably be with a great with a video teaching you about something every day.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for your time today, Rolando. That was a lot of fun. Did you have fun?
Yes, I did. Thank you for having me. It's been a goal of mine to be here.
Well, it's Real exciting to have you here. I'm so happy for you and congratulations on all of your success. And for everyone out there watching and listening, if you want to hear how to build your very own credit repair business, check out my 10 steps to success. And if you'd like to improve your credit score and learn how to earn extra income repairing credit for others, check out my brand new Start Repairing Credit Challenge. So sign up right now at startrepairingcredit.com and keep changing lives.